Guys, so let's make 10 liters of multi-purpose liquid soap you can use for washing plates and cleaning the house. First of all, get a 10-liter bucket or gallon, whichever one you want to use for the production. Then measure out 10 liters of water. Next, get 5 plastic containers. If you are a beginner, it's also advisable you use separate containers for dissolving your chemicals properly. Now, place all your chemicals close to your working area, either on a table or on the floor. Then make sure you're using hand glove. Don't do like me, Biko. Make sure you use hand glove. You're using hand glove for your production. Then depending on what is comfortable for you, from the already measured out 10 liters of water, pour water into 4 of the plastic containers. Leave the remaining container empty for your hexapon and sulfonic acid. Then start dissolving your chemicals one after the other. Any chemical you add into a container, stir it very well until it dissolves properly. Rinse your spatula before you continue, okay? Then set it aside. Continue the same process with the remaining chemicals. After dissolving them, allow them to rest for 30 minutes to 1 hour so that they can dissolve properly before production. Now, take the remaining plastic container and pour in your hexapon and your sulfonic acid. Stir them very well until properly dissolved. Then also set them aside for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. Then the next thing to talk about is your nitroso. Nitroso is the thickener used for liquid soaps, but it can be very stubborn if not handled properly. If care is not taken, it can form lumps, especially for beginners. That is why nitroso should be the last chemical you work with. Do not dissolve it together with other chemicals and leave it for too long. Don't dissolve, because if you try it, it will thicken quickly and form lumps. So when you're ready for the main production, get an empty bucket and pour in some water from the already measured 10 liters of water. Then gradually add the nitroso while stirring. Immediately as you add the nitroso, keep stirring continuously until to avoid lumps. Once it mixes properly, you can add a little more water and continue stirring very well. After that, add the already dissolved chemicals gradually into the nitroso mixture. Add them one after the other, making sure you stir properly before adding the next one. Continue the process until all the chemicals have been added. Next, add your foam booster. There are two types of foam boosters: the local foam booster and the foreign foam booster. In this production, I use the foreign foam booster because it gives richer foam and lathers very well. The local one is also good, but I personally prefer the foreign one. After that, add your glycerin, then add your fragrance, then mix properly. Then add your any color of your choice, your preferred color. Then add your preservative, should be the last thing that you add. Okay. Then after mixing everything properly, your liquid soap is ready. Just cover it and allow it to settle properly. I personally left mine for 48 hours, so everything could settle very well. Although 24 hours is also fine. Okay. 48 hours, your liquid soap is ready for packaging. You can now pour into your gallon, bottles, or any container of your choice. For those that will ask about the exact measurements of this chemical, simply go to any chemical shop near you and tell them the quantity of liquid soap you want to make. Whether it is 10 liters, 20 liters, or 30 liters, they will help you measure chemicals properly. Also, take note of this. So STPP you will use, glycerin, foreign foam booster, or local foam booster are usually not included among main chemicals. So while buying your chemicals, make sure you specifically ask for STPP, glycerin, foam booster, so they can add them for you. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and engaging. If you still have any questions, feel free to ask in the comment section and I'll gladly answer you.